themselves, follow the money. That's where you see whether or not a person is doing right. Look at their CEOs. Look at how they treat themselves and how they treat themselves to a meal or how they go out and how they fly and a lot of things. And some people will pick out politicians like they did with Obama. There was a few things. The biggest thing was with the governor from Alaska. She went on a trip to China, and Palin had pictures on her Facebook of this wonderful, luxurious trip, which she never should have posted, and people get pissed off at that, but it happens all the time. So, Sarah Palin went out. I don't know if you remember this, but she's being ridiculed. Talking about who's going to run for the presidency, though, I don't really think it matters because presidents are basically any more puppets for the big conglomerates, for the one percenters that run this country. The American people just don't seem to understand. They don't seem to grasp the fact that in order to do something, there's power in numbers. And if you've got 1% running this country, what about the 99% that's out there that tolerate it? And it can be stopped by boycotting, not buying the products from these companies that you don't believe in. Stop supporting these people. You know, a lot of people bitch about Fox News and the network and what they're saying on it. But why are you watching it? Stop watching that news. We have the internet now, which has been a godsend for people to put out the true meaning of what is actually going out there. Because the news used to post and they used to put on there the truth of what's going on. Now it's all about the numbers.
Yep.
They just want to get the ratings.
Yes, they want now. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. It's all about numbers, ratings, and also that keeping their advertisers too as well. You know, they're trying to keep. You know, they're trying to use advertising, like say Viagra. You know, taking Viagra. You know, they're pushing for that now. You know, they're pushing for. You know, if you got say if you need St. Jude's Children's Hospital, they're exploiting that too as well. You know, I mean, this is getting out of hand. It really is. You know, one organization that I have personally donated over the years was Seattle Children's Hospital. 100% of that went to Children's Hospital. What I get in return? I got a flyer in return. I have more my statement back where the money went to, and having the CEO letter signed it to me directly and saying thank you for what I did. So I mean, that is rewarding of itself. The William Ware Foundation don't do that. The William Ware Project, you give you a blanket, but does a CEO sign it? Does it get they have the CEO signature? Do you have the celebrity signatures on these things? No, you don't. Did I do that with a children's hospital? Yes, I got mine. A letter of signed by the president himself of a children's hospital with all the surgeons, neurosurgeons, all that. I had all. It means it's basically a autographed celebrity signature that I had on this letter. It was, I did something good, and knowing that I did something good, and I also had a statement saying where the money went to and who got it and how it was spent. That's what I got in return too as well. I don't see that the William Ware Project. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere else. I don't see it. So great example. But what one organization that's out there right now who's doing good, and hopefully they'll keep it going. Don't change it, because if it ain't broke, don't if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's the old expression. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So that's where we are right now, Mr. Coleman. That's where we are right now.
So you like gratification when somebody rewards you for what you've done in return by donating the money. And a lot of people like that. society in general. And, it is really hard to clump things together. This country likes to clump things together.
Yes, they
They
do.
always like to categorize and file. So you spank your kid, and now you're a child abuser, and we'll just throw you in with all the rest of the child abusers, the people that have murdered their kids and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the country also likes to labelize things. Everything has to have a label.
Right.
Like, you are a radicalist or a terrorist. And this is a good example of this is back in the day when we had problems with people in this country, you were considered a name brand.
That's right.
And it's always been named out, okay? So you were a communist. If you did not believe in what the government was trying to cram down your throat, you were a communist.
Right.
Now you are a terrorist. And you listen to Bush and these terrorists, these evildoers, these people, and you always hear that they categorize you with evildoers and you are doing evil, and not so much taking a drone and doing a strike on a town, killing a bunch of women and children, but that's in the name of, freedom and protection, and that's the problem with society, is that everything is being labeled. So now we're terrorists. So I noticed in New York, they're asking this. These cops are going out, they're shooting citizens. And there's a problem with that. I'm not going to get into detail with the politics of it because I don't really know. But what I do know is that they're trying to label these people that they're shooting as Al Qaeda or these are terrorists and these are people from Al Qaeda. So now it's gone from, we used to go to war with a country who was well-known named. We would go to war. Well, we're at war with the Soviet Union, and we're at war with Japan or China. And now we're at war with a bunch of people that is just labeled.
Right.
So
ISIS.
anybody